friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a quick towel topper in some patriotic colors, a fun July 1st, July 4th project for Canada Day and for the 4th of July. I think this is my first towel topper pattern, so I hope you enjoy it. And it's going to be Tunisian crochet with some basic color work. So I'm using yarn from my stash today. I'm using my Clover Takumi 6mm Tunisian crochet hook and a wooden ring from Amazon. I'll link everything in the description. Yarn needle, scissors, and my yarn that I'm using today is some big Twist Twinkle in red, and this is Comfy Worsted from We Crochet Official in white, and then some Paint Box Cotton Aran and Royal Blue. So let's get started. First I'm going to show you the Canadian version because, you know, I'm Canadian. So we are going to take some of the red yarn and make a slip knot, and we are going to attach it to our wooden ring, and just like that. A few single crochets around the ring. Gonna do a few single crochets around the ring, but very loose so that I can work. I'm gonna do 10 single crochets, so 9 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I've done, oops, sorry, I did an extra one. I did 9 single crochets, and then I am just going to flip it around, flip it over, and then I'm going to go back in and pick up a loop into each of the single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9. All right, so I'm gonna pick up a loop into this next stitch, and there we go. So now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops on our hook. And then we are going to just do a normal return pass. So chain 1, and then normal return pass, right, and now what we're gonna do is just increase at the edges until we have 19 stitches. So the way we do that is we're going to work a knit stitch and then a simple stitch into that same stitch, and then I'm going to do a simple stitch all the way across until there are 2 stitches remaining, and then into this stitch I'm going to do a simple stitch, and then I'm going to go back in, go into the back and pick up a loop. So that's a increase there. We did a knit stitch, and then just work the last stitch as normal. All right, and then just do our normal return pass here all the way across. All right, and then again increase the same way we just increased. So we are going to do a simple and then a knit stitch into that same stitch, and then we are going to do a simple stitch across, and then when we're at our second last stitch, we're going to do another simple and then knit stitch into the same stitch to increase. And then we're just going to work our last stitch as normal. Again, we're going to do our return pass all the way across. So keep counting your stitches to make sure that you are not losing stitches and that you're increasing in the right way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have 12 stitches. Then we're going to increase again. 1, knit into this, knit into this, stitch, first stitch, and then simple stitch. And then we're going to do simple stitch until we reach the second last stitch, and then we are going to do simple stitch and then a knit stitch into that same stitch, and then work our last stitch as normal. And then just do a normal return pass all the way across. So we should now have 14. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now we're going to do 16, 17, 18. So we're going to have to increase for 2 more rows and then do 1 increase on the right side to get to 19. So increased in the first stitch. I'm going to do simple stitch across. We're going to do a simple and a knit stitch into this second last stitch, and then work the last stitch as normal. And then we're going to do our normal return pass. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we are going to do one more row with our increase. So knit into this simple, and then do simple stitch all the way across, almost. Until you reach the second last stitch, which is right here. So then we're gonna do a knit and a simple, and then work the last stitch as normal. And then we are going to just work our normal return pass. Oops. And now we are going to just increase on one side here. So just do knit, simple, and then simple all the way across. So now we should have 19 stitches. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So we have 19 stitches. I'm going to work a normal return pass. Oops. Okay. Just do our normal return pass, and then I'm gonna work 5 more rows of just simple stitch. And I will meet you back once I've done 5 stitches, or sorry, 5 rows. Five rows of simple stitch, and I'll meet you right back for the next part. Alright, so now I'm going to be joining the white, because we're on to the white part, and then we're going to do some color work. So once you're on the 5th row, before you complete the entire 5th row, I'm at the end of the 5th row here, and I'm going to pull through 2 until there are 2 stitches remaining. And this is where we're going to join the white on our return pass. And basically you're just going to take your white yarn and pull it through, and then alright, so we have 2 stitches remaining here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to wrap our white yarn around. So we have 2 stitches remaining here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to wrap our white yarn around our red like this in the back. And then we're going to pull through the 2 remaining red stitches with our white yarn. And then we're just going to pull tight in the back here so that it is secure. And now we're going to start working with our white. So we're going to do 1 row across of just simple stitch. So we're just going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we're just going to do our normal return pass. Right. Okay, and then we are going to pick up our red in the middle of the row when we're starting our color work. So we are going to work to the middle to the 10th stitch. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oops, before we work the 10th stitch, we are going to again twist our yarn in the back. We're going to carry a little float here in the back and twist our red around the white yarn, and then we're going to pick up our red and pick up a loop with the red. I have another tutorial explaining how to do color work, which you can watch, and takes you through how to do color work. And then the white, twist the white around again, and then work with the white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we're just gonna do a normal return pass, but with color changes. And what I mean is you pull through 2 loops until you have 1 stitch remaining of the color that you're working with. So pull through 2, and then right before, when we get to the red, we are going to twist again. A lot of twisting here. And then pull through 2 with the red. Oops. And then pull your white tight in the back. And then again, I'm going to pick up the white and work the remaining return pass with the white. And that's how you do color work. And you could just follow the tutorial. I'll do a couple more rows with you. And remember, it's just like you're just carrying the floats in the back. So, alright, so we're going to pick up, you're going to do 2 more rows like this. So we'll pick up a loop, and then I'm just going to twist the yarn around, and then we're going to pick up a loop into the red with the red yarn, and then again twist and just do the rest of the forward pass with your white. Okay. And then just do the return pass. With the color changes. Like that. we're gonna do one more row like that. And then I'll meet you back for the next part of the color work. Alright, so now we are going to continue the color work, and we're going to pick up the red after we've worked 4 stitches of the white, 3 stitches of the white. So 1, 2, the first loop on the hook is the first stitch, so we're not counting that, then 2, 3, and then 4, and then we are going to carry a float here and just twist this around, and I'm just gonna twist. You just have to kind of get used to the twisting and make sure it's loose so that you're not so it's not too tight. And then we are going to pick up a loop with the red in the next stitch into the next few stitches until we have 5 stitches remaining. So we're going to continue with the red. Right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 stitches remaining. Now we are going to switch back to the white. Twist it around. And then so we're going to work the rest of the stitches with the white. Okay, and then we are going to do a normal return pass here. And remember, when you're working the color work, you're just going to be twisting again and just pulling through 2 with it all the way across. All right, and then again carry the float. Remember to just twist it around in the back like so. Now we are going to work with the white, so I'm going to just so pick up a loop with the white. Do a return pass with the white now. Make sure you're keeping things loose in the back so that it doesn't curl in. The color work doesn't curl in. We're just going to do our normal return pass here. And then we are going to work 2 stitches with the white, 1, 2, and then twist, and then pick up a loop with the red here, and then we're going to continue working with the red across here. So just, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, and then again we are going to need our white, twist it around, pick up our white, and pick up some loops with the white. 1, 2, oops, sorry, we are working one more red. And then when we have 3 stitches remaining, we are going to twist and pick up a loop here. So 1, 2, 3 with the white. And we're going to continue following the color work that way, and I will meet you back once the maple leaf is complete. I'm just going to do this. Oops. Just doing a return pass here. Remember to carry your floats across. So you can start to see the beautiful color work forming, and I will meet you back once I've completed this section. Again, you can follow the color chart on my blog post. This is a free pattern, so I'll meet you back in the next part. Alright, so I've completed the color work and you can see the maple leaf. Now we are going to do one more row of just the white. Do Tunisian simple stitch across. And just do a normal return pass here. Okay, so then we're going to complete another. Alright, so then we're going to complete another 13 rows of the red. So I am just going to pick it up here. Oops, sorry. So in that last row, before we finish our return pass, remember that we are changing colors here for the next row. So what we're gonna do is pull through 2 loops here, and then when you have 2 loops remaining on your hook, we're just gonna pick up our red and pull through 2 loops. So now we are working with the red, and then I'm just gonna work all the way across with the red for 13 rows, and I will meet you back for the next part. Alright, so now I'm on the last 2 loops on my 13th row, and now I'm going to be joining the white yarn again. I cut it previously because we're going to do another section of color work, so I want to start fresh. I do not want to get it more twisted up than it already was, So I'm going to do one row across of the white, then we're going to do a mirror image of the leaf. So I'm just going to work my first row here. Right, so I'm going to just do my return pass. Okay, so just work to the middle of the to the 10th stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then into the 10th stitch we are going to do we're going to work with our red, twist it around here. I'm going to pull up a loop with our red, oops, twist around and pull up a loop with our red, and then we are going to twist again and work with our white for the rest of the row. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, and then just do our return pass all the way across the same way we did the color work. So we are just literally doing a mirror image. I'll have a color chart on my blog post that you can refer to, but I will meet you back for the next section. Just gonna do same thing we did previously with the yarn. Turn pass. Then literally we're doing a mirror image of our leaf. And again, I have the color chart available for you on my blog that you can refer to. I'll meet you back for the next section. Alright, we are on the last section of our, the last row of our second section of color work with the mirror image of the maple leaf. And now we are going to, we have 2 loops remaining on this last row. We are going to switch to the red, the end of the return pass, and now we can work simple stitch across with the red for 5 rows, and then I'll meet you back once we've completed 5 rows of the red. At this point you can just leave a 6-inch tail in the back for the white and just cut the yarn because we are done using our white. And then I'm just going to continue with my red. I'm going to do total of 5 rows, and then we are going to decrease and attach the second wooden circle here. Okay, so I will meet you back. Alright, so now we've done 5 rows of the red. Now we are going to decrease until we have 8 stitches. And the way we decrease is Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. So go through 2 loops, pull up a loop here, and then I'm going to work simple stitch across until there are 3 stitches remaining, and then do another TSS 2 together, and then work our last stitch as normal. And I'm going to continue doing that until I have 8 stitches. So I'll show you one more row. So just simple stitch 2 together and then simple stitch across until you have 3 stitches remaining. So 1, 2, and then simple stitch 2 together and then work the last stitch as normal. I'm going to continue doing that for another, I think, 2 rows. Let's see here. Right, so simple stitch 2 together and then simple stitch across until there are 3 stitches remaining. Okay, so 2, and then work the last stitch as normal, then do our normal return pass. Okay, and then 1, 2, oops, yeah, we'll stitch 2 together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then I'm gonna do one more row just like that. So 2 together and then 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 7, 8. So now we have 8 stitches. I'm going to do a return pass, and then we are going to single crochet onto our So I'm going to hold it like this and then just single crochet so I'm just going to go through and slip stitch onto this, and then we're going to hold it like this, and then we're going to go through, we're going to single crochet onto, so we're going to go through our next stitch, I'm going to pull up a loop, and then we're going to single crochet onto the wooden ring. Okay, so what we're doing is going through here, going into the wooden ring, and then pulling up a loop, and then we're going to single crochet onto here. So I'm going to continue doing that. Pull up loop and then single crochet, go into the next vertical bar, pull up a loop and single crochet, go into the next vertical bar, pull up a loop, single crochet, and then into the last stitch, same thing, and single crochet. And there we have it. We have attached our wooden ring, and then we are just going to pull up a tail and just cut our yarn, and there you have it. There is a topper. So look out for the next video where I'll show you guys how to do the same thing but with the American colors. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and this is what it's gonna look like. You can weave in the ends and just hang it on your oven handle or anywhere in the kitchen and just have your towel go through these. And I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow along for more tutorials, and look out for the next one with the American colors. Thanks for watching.